Hello and welcome to the stream. If you guys can see everything, let me know how the audio is. I have not streamed on YouTube before, so we'll have to see how everything goes. Let's make sure everything is working correct. So we'll just give it a few minutes before we actually get into Aurora and start doing stuff. I also need to post some links around, so give me a second. I didn't have much time to set up today, so yep, we will see. So we'll have to see how everything goes. 1 second. Okay, so let's get into it. I think everything's looking good. I've checked the stream. I think we're good overall. Do let me know if I need to change audio. I'm going to put some music on in the meantime. Give me a second. We'll put some chill music on just for some copyright-free chill music. Let me have a look here. Okay. It's a little. Why does this guy's music always go really loud? There we go. So, welcome to the stream, everyone. If you are in the chat. Okay, cool. So we're gonna basically be I'm just gonna be answering questions and also just doing some behind the scenes stuff in terms of managing and just overall doing everything that I need to be getting done. So certain things like organizing all of this stuff, going through, giving medals to certain people, stuff like that. I'm not sure what I'm playing too much of the game, because I obviously like to keep that for the episodes, but we will be going through some things and just kind of getting through stuff. So first thing that I really need to do is sort out my organization, because oh my god, like I am slacking on that. So Jesus, we need to probably organize this correctly and then move that around. You have all of these exploration ships, which I probably need to do something with. Overall, I also need to stop doing that. Let me know how the audio is and if the stream is previewing okay. I think everything looks good. I'm not too sure though. So, this is organized. I'm okay with this overall. This needs to be changed, and then we've got a bunch of freighter groups which I probably need to move around. So we're gonna just rename this real quick to freighter group 7. There we go. Cool. Yeah, we have like all of this over here. Like, why do we have fuel harvesters in the terraforming station situation? Like, what? Excuse me? Okay, we're gonna move you. We also have a jump tender in this group for some reason. No idea why that is the case. Go over here and refuel. Fuel harvester here. We also have a jump stabilization station. They must have been built into the group, which is weird. Very, very weird indeed. We also have all these orbital habitats, which I still haven't really moved. I mean, they are on New Caprica, which is fine. But, yeah. This looks okay. There's a bunch of terraformers. We got a bunch of fuel harvesters. Bunch of fuel harvesters and stuff. Ooh, that's quite nice. I like that. Scott Buckley's music has been really great for the channel. I really enjoy it. I think it's great, personally. So, yeah, I think overall everything's looking good with that. Let's turn that a bit down. The only thing that I would like is if we get more like background noise level. CSS Avon, CSS that works. Really? It's great. yeah, what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna boost my mic just a little bit. So yeah, actually no, I think that's good. That's good. Okay. So I don't think we need too much organization-wise. Military forces we probably do overall. Ground forces, as you know, if you guys were watching the latest episode, we got ourselves absolutely murdered. Just absolutely destroyed, and that has a lot to do with the fact that I probably underestimated my opponent, and also the fact that I was a little gunko with everything. So we are actually now training up proper divisions and getting stuff sorted out. There was also some comments. I got a comment recently regarding mortar groups and actually getting them to be effective. So I'll have to read into like bombardment and make sure that they're actually doing what they need to be doing. So yeah. Okay, that looks good. Now, something I do want to do is actually design some ships while we're here, because that's something we can do on stream, and I can have your guys' input if you are watching. And we can do some ship design. So I was thinking, we do have our destroyer escorts with the Deliverance, Valiant, and obviously the Vanguard. And I'm probably going to be wanting to go up to... I probably want to be going up to a 15,000 ton vessel. There was also carrier designs that I wanted to do as well. So how that works would be good. But I think everything was looking good overall. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a new ship class. Feel free to give you guys input if you do want to. I think if we've got the Valiant's Deliverance, I think what would be a good name for a carrier? Let me think. We've already got Virtue, that's a planet. Valiant, Endurance. Endurance is going to be a good name. I think we already have that planet though. Endurance. Resilience. I like the Resilience. We can make like a scaled up version of our destroyers. Yeah, because we're going to want to basically be building just larger vessels overall that can do well. Because my overall plans really are to take over these guys before 1.12 comes out, and when 1.12 comes out, we're going to be moving on to probably a new series. I haven't really thought of that too much yet, but that is something that I am looking into, of course. So let's go back to the design board and actually look at what we are going to be designing. So if it's going to be 15,000 tons, we're going to need significant power to our drive. So if it takes 800 or 980 power or 960 power to propel this at 6,400 kilometers a second, I'm going to need about double that. So that's going to be, you know, we're looking at a significant increase in power. 1800, we're looking at 1920 EP we're going to be needing. So let's go in to prototype some engines. Yeah, we do have internal confinement fusion drive technology now, so it might also be worth retrofitting our existing vessels with some better engines. That is something we can do today, and then we'll be able to actually get that sorted in the next episode, which I'll hopefully have by next week. So to get us to the PV1, we're going to want to look at the size of the actual engines we currently have, if we want to base it off that. So if we have a look, basic components, engines, we're using this magneto plasma drive, size 1,250 tons. So we're going to need a 5,000 ton engine, because there's two of them. If we're going to double the size, so we're going to go for size 50. Which is 2,500. And we'll just use two of these, I guess. These are 1,000 EP. So that'll be a 2,000 EP engine. Now, of course, because we're using internal fusion drives, that is going to assist overall. Now, I think we were using 1.2 on these. Yeah, I think we were. If we do a 1.2, that'll probably get us to 7,000 meters per second. That would work out pretty well overall. And if we're going for 2,000, 7,000, we'll need to get some better tech. I'll make a note for that. But I think this will definitely work. So we're going to prototype that really quick. That should give a nice bump in overall ability. So we're going to rename this to, I think, we have destroyers. This will probably be a mainline cruiser. We'll call it a cruiser. And we are going to grab the prototype, and we're going to put in 2 of these drives accordingly. They have pretty decent overall fuel usage. So they're not that bad in terms of like efficiency wise, but like it works for us, I think. I think it definitely does work. So resilience. Next, what are we actually going to really design this for? We're going to kind of just walk through overall ship building and ship design stuff. I mean, I've done a step-by-step tutorial before for you guys, but I'm sure you guys would be interested in me kind of going over more military ships and kind of, because I did a geosurvey one, but kind of going over stuff. So yeah, the first things that I really like to look at and do first is going to be the size of the ship and the engines relative to that size. So if we're dedicating 5,000 tons to the engines, that means we're dedicating 33% of the ship to engines, which is actually lower than I usually do. The Defiance, for example, they have 2,500 tons on the Deliverance has 2,500 tons worth of engines, and that is on a ship with 7,500 tons. So 33% is generally the place where I'd like to play that, and it generally gives me quite a bit of ability to do other things. You obviously want to be looking into speed pretty much all the time, I would say, in my opinion. I think that speed is what wins wars, not weapons usually. Weapons help, but speed is what will get you in the fight first place, or get you out of the fight. And so if you're able to be faster than your opponent, you're just going to have a better time. So, what we are going to do is has our tech advanced since we added our Gauss cannons? Let me check our technology. No, it hasn't really. So what we're going to do is we're going to add in some heavier point defense cannons. So, yeah, I think we'll do that in a little bit. What we need to do is get our essentials down. And that's what I really stress in that specific video, is getting the essentials down so that you can then obviously build onto other things. So, the essentials here is going to be at IFD level, I was pushing 10 kilometers a second, kept the size of 300 with about 30 days of full. IQ's destroyers were hovering around 11 to 12k tons. Yeah, I would consider that like fast ships. I mean, I like to strike more of a balance in terms of like in terms of how much my military is going on for, because like if you dedicate too much to the engines, then it's kind of an issue. I think 33% is 33 to 40% of tonnage is generally best for dedicating to engines. And yeah, that's pretty impressive though. 10 kilometers a second. I'm looking for about 8,000 here, which is slower obviously, but I don't want massive speed increases. I generally want to increase by 25%. So if we're going currently 6,400 kilometers a second, I want to be going like 8,200 kilometers a second, something like that in terms of increase. So we'll redesign the engines if we do want to get a little bit more juice out of them. Okay, first mandatory thing that we need to do, deployment time. Let's I think 12 months, that'll be fine considering the rest of our fleet is 8. We can push that to 18 if the rest of the fleet's 18. We'll add in engineering spaces. We'll obviously need to add a little bit more in once we add in obviously more stuff. But yeah, that's pretty impressive overall tech. Sizes at 3 days of full. Okay, so that gives us 9,000 tons to play with. which works out pretty well for us overall. I think we're going to want to be dedicating maybe 2,000 to 300, probably like 2,000 to 4,000 tons in terms of weapons. Probably 33% dedicated to weapons, I would say. 17 billion kilometer range, 10 days at full power. It's very, very short in my opinion. So we're gonna, oh, I don't want to add engineering space. I want to add, fuel storage. We'll do 30 days of full power. That'll obviously reduce the range as we increase the tonnage. Which will obviously occur in a little bit. Second. Okay. So, 750,000 liters. We're going to want to increase the armor. Armor's the next thing. So, our destroyers are rating at 4. If we're increasing mass, we're going to do 8 armor. I think that's respectable. I don't know what our shield tech is going to be like. Defensive systems. We do have some decent shield tech. So that is a possibility to add shields. I haven't really played too much with them in general. Yeah, okay. So, resilience. So we're going to add in Gorse, point defense systems, and then I think we're going to start to go into some missile tech soon. And so one big thing around missiles, 15 kilometer range, but also fast, ultra fast, 15 to 10 kilometers, size 6, even AMM stations can defend against them. That's pretty good, yeah. That's a possibility. We can make like swarm missiles. You know, use the swarm missile tactic I talked about in I think some of my ship design videos, where we just have like 50 launchers with super fast like missiles, or like 15 or whatever, and we just like keep firing very extremely fast missiles. I am thinking we probably will have the tonnage to be able to specifically put some missiles on it. I think it's a bit of a waste to put like particle beams on such a big ship. I mean, yeah, 2-stage missiles are very strong. I actually think 2 stages is quite good. So we're going to add in point defense. I mean, I want it to have some kind of point defense systems. What we'll probably do is we'll have like a missile variant, and then we'll have like a normal variant. But I think basically we're just going to build Vanguard Plus with this double the size, with double the armor, and we're going to have more modern systems capabilities on it. That's essentially what we're going to be doing. So, come on, box launcher cruisers. Yeah, box launcher cruisers. Box launchers are actually really good. Like, because if you only find waves every so often, that is definitely something we could do. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in some Gorse. I'm thinking we add in, what is this one? 17% chance to hit, 8% chance to hit. What was the I remember in the Discord there was some stuff that went on. What's the math behind the best? Was it 17% that won? Was it 17% to hit chance size Gorse win? Or was it 8%? I remember it was low. I think it was like 17. I'm not sure though. It was 17% quads that were doing the best. If anyone can answer that, that'd be much appreciated. Anyway. I'm going to go with 17% for now. Okay, we're going to go 2, 3, 4. Those are 264 tons, so 2,000 tons dedicated will mean 8 turrets. So that's 8 turrets. Vanguard has 16 times 16 small point defense, so that's considerable. Doesn't matter much, you just want to make sure that you don't get too heavy. I guess. But I do remember there was like some consensus in the Discord specifically about like what's the best Gorse. Okay, so that's a lot of tonnage taken up by weapons. That is, yeah, that's about 2,200 tons worth in weapons. So we're probably going to have to change the design up, in my opinion. So we'll go for quads. We'll just keep piling the quads on. We can do 16 times 16 if we really wanted to. That would give us 256 rounds every 5 seconds at hitting at 17%. So what we can either do, okay, I'm not too sure, but I think what is better is to have 32 times 32 smaller gauss than it is to have 16 times 16 higher, like longer gauss. No, actually, you have less overkill. Yeah. I remember that specifically like bigger gauss were good, like single gauss were good for certain things, and other stuff wasn't. But what do you guys think? Do you think we should like increase size of the gauss for higher hit chance and keep like the same amount of turrets on this, or do you think we should like go full out and just basically double what this is and go 32 times 32? I'm not exactly sure what would be more effective, since you technically have a much higher hit chance with this, since it's 17%. So that is a 9% increase over the 8% chance to hit turrets, which is a bigger fraction than otherwise, than going from 25%, 9% increase over 8%. So that is definitely something that we can do there. One sec. Wait. Well, the quads are 264 tons. Well, they're not weight, it's volume, my bad. Volume, it's volume. But 264 tons for the mediums, which are 17% hit chance for the quads, and then for the smalls, it's going to be half that, so 132 tons in terms of volume. So we can basically stack double the amount of smalls compared to mediums, but does that then equate over the hit percent chance, the increase you get from that? I don't think it does. Because if we look at the fractions, if we go to Gauss and we look at like the fraction percent hit chances, you have the smallest, which is 8% chance hit, and then you increase 10, 12.5, 17%. 17% is the largest kind of increase in my opinion, I think, because you're going to be hitting more than double your shots with the same weapon, or do you just have 2 times as many shots, which will be like, the difference will be 512 shots compared to 256 with that. I'm not sure about the math of that. I think I'm just going to go with mediums, in my opinion. Or 17% chance. So beam fire control. If you want to go for that, that works out for us. And then next, we need... What do we need? Some sensors, definitely. Where's the sensors at? Did we increase our sensor technology as well? I forgot. It's 28 active sensor strength. I think that'll work. But I want to actually fine-tune some of these sensors specifically for what I want here. So I think 10,000 tons or above, that would work. Yeah, we'll give them ability to detect 10,000 ton ships, because that's kind of what we're facing. Usually bigger, actually. So maybe 15,000 tons. Yeah, we'll do 15,000. We'll do a size 5 sensor. That'll give us 150 million kilometer range, which gives us significant ability to see whatever we need to see at. And so we will prototype that. And then EM and thermal sensors, we will also do one of those each. There we go. Okay. Cool. And now we just add them to the ship. Thermal sensor. We're going to add that, and then we're also going to add in the electromagnetic sensor. And then we're going to add in the active sensor as well. There we go. Okay, so we've got a speed, looks like we have a speed of 8,200 meters per second, which is pretty much exactly what I want. Well, I need to add in some more maintenance real quick. There we go. Fuel is looking good, 21 billion kilometers. I think maybe 8,100 meters per second, my bad. What's the cost increase? We're looking at, yeah, double. We essentially are making Vanguard 2.0, that's just like 2 times as the size, with double the armor and double the sensor ranges, and just quite a significant increase in terms of speed. Okay, we'll do fuel increases. Can we add an extra plate of armor? We could. We could add a. Oh, we're gonna be on 8,000 actually. We could add an extra plate of armor. I think that might actually be quite beneficial. So yeah, we'll do 9 armor, because that also then works in terms of the values of how square warheads work. So that actually works out pretty well for me overall, in my opinion. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that's good. We'll just need to fill this in with s'mores now. There you go. Fine. Oh. There we go. Okay. What do you guys think? I think this is pretty good if it's just like escort cruiser duty. So what will, like, it's purely defensive, but we can then take the tonnage allotted to the defense turrets, and then assign that directly to missiles for another design that we variation on this. I guess it lives up to its name, if you know what I mean, in terms of its resilience. It's got 9 armor. It's got significant point defense capability. It goes 8,000 kilometers a second. I'd say overall it's pretty decent in terms of what I'd want. I also want to look into shields, because shields are going to be pretty important overall. And we might also want to look into command and control specifically, of like exo position and stuff to provide bonuses. I'm not sure if they're broken currently or not, but yeah. So, by the way, guys, feel free to ask questions in the chat, either about the series, Aurora, anything you guys want me to answer specifically about tutorial, anything. And yeah, just let me know. We're just going to be kind of going through things, designing new ships, designing new stuff. And one thing I need to check is our missile technology. Missile tech is not that bad, actually. Yeah, we can make some missiles. We can make some missiles. Let's have a look. So, let's make some extremely fast, like, I'm thinking... I mean, size 6 missiles do work. The reason size 6 missiles will work is because above size 6, they have they're able to detect the missiles much quicker than they would otherwise. So it is kind of worth to do like a size 6 missile, but then you've also got to think about the tonnage requirement. So let me think about, like, okay, let's say we have 2,500 tons to assign to weapons. How many missile pods can we actually put on? Okay, so if we have size 4, that'll be 200 tons, so that will give us about 12 to 15 missile launchers, in terms of total launch capability, which is decent. If we do size 3, we'll be able to obviously increase total salvo capability significantly. We're looking at probably about 20-25 launchers there. So really, it's just up to how much do we want to sacrifice. We've also got to count into the magazine we're going to be needing. But I think size 4s will probably be the best balance. We'll probably only be able to have 10 launchers per ship, and then magazine capability changes. Oh wait, yeah, we want to make these boxes. Probably want to make these boxes. Actually, reduce size launcher 3. We do size 4. With size 4, that's 60 tons. So if we do 60, if we do like 2,500 divided by 60, we're gonna get 41 launchers. Let's round that down to 40 launchers, and then whatever the magazine will take. So magazine-wise, let's say we want to have 100 missiles per ship. How much will that cost me? That will give me 40 missiles. So we're gonna be wanting a size. Okay, that'll be giving me 120 missiles. That'll take 1,500 tons. Significant. How many salvos do I actually really want here? Let me think about it. So with capacity of 480 with size 4 missiles, I'll be able to fire. I'll be able to store 120 missiles. Let's say I have 30 launchers. That'll give me 4 waves of missiles from that ship. There's also the possibility we put it into a collier. But yeah, that's a significant tonnage increase. Yeah, I'm not using box launchers though. I'm going to be using reduced size to 100 times reload, 0.3x. I'm going to be using the 0.3x ones that are not box launchers. I'll show you. These ones. With 30% reduction. Which are obviously double the size of box launchers, but it'll work out. Okay, so magazine wise, 2 salvos, 3 salvos, 4 salvos. I'd feel comfortable with 4 salvo capability, but that's going to require quite a hefty magazine to be able to actually lift that. That's going to require 480 capacity mag, which is significant. So yeah, salvo size, not salvo amount. Yeah, but I'm thinking with reduced, I can get about 40 launchers. The problem is I'm going to be needing a magazine if I want to fire more like waves of missiles. So if I have a 480 capacity magazine with size 4 missiles, that's going to weigh 1,500 tons. But it's going to allow me to fire four volleys without having to reload from a like supply base. Now, if I have a collier or a missile supply ship, then I don't really care, and I can just have a minimal magazine, and I won't really need to do it. So that's the question: do I just have a collier that I go back to, which obviously will require me to build a collier that will then follow and will have to deal with the whole speed problems, or do I just take the 1,500 ton hit here for a larger ship? Because this is not efficient. This is 1,500 tons for this. So that's the concern for me, honestly. Okay. What we are going to do though is we're going to get into designing the actual missiles themselves. I think size 4 does work for us. So we have warhead strength 5. So what kind of strength warheads do we want to be able to actually do? I think like 2 damage. We can do like 2, 3, 6. 3 damage warheads, 7, 8. Okay, 0.8 will get us warhead 4s. But how fast can we actually make that? And we also want to obviously reduce range. But I'm going to dedicate, let's say we dedicate 2.5 MSP to the engine. And then I'm going to engine boost that significantly. So that'll be 32,000 kilometers a second. Significant range though, so we can obviously reduce that to probably 2. I want them to be like that. Okay, 20 million kilometer range. 36,000 kilometers a second. We can add 0.6, so we can go for 3.1. 3.1. That still will get us 38,750 kilometers a second, which will give us 10% chance versus our own ships. That'll give us like a 50% hit chance, which is decent. I mean, I would prefer that to be better though. What about agility? What if we add like a point of agility in here? Like, if I reduce missiles and we add in... Yeah, that will be a massive increase to overall hit percent chance. Now, what if I just like went overboard and I just made this like a size 6 missile? Yeah, there's diminishing returns there. That's not worth it in my opinion. Radiation strength, maneuver rating. What if we go for 0.2? Okay, just adding that extra little bit of agility does actually make a significant difference. So adding that agility does definitely do wonders for us. This is kind of okay. I would like to get our engine power increase up. I think that's what's really holding us back here. I think we just need to we need to get our engine power just more efficient. Not more efficient, but boosts. Yeah, that's what's really holding us back right now. So what I'll do is I'm gonna get some labs off, and I'm gonna go into that. No, yeah. Hey. There you go. Hopefully that works out. I'll start putting together this stuff as we kind of wait. But I think we'll be able to obviously increase that by double. Let's say we're doing 60% and then we increase fuel. I think we'll be able to make a pretty decent missile. I mean, this is already okay. Size 4, 37,500 kilometers a second. 19 million kilometer range. We'll basically 90% chance to hit a 5 kilometer second ship. 45% chance to hit a 10,000 kilometer second ship. So we have about 60% chance to hit a ship that is of the same speed as the ship that we will be designing. So that actually does kind of work for us overall, in my opinion. So yeah, I think we'll go with that. I think that kind of missile is going to be useful. We can also make some 2-stage missiles. We can make like a long-range artillery ship. So what do we want to name this, boys? Any good ideas? Any RP ideas of what we want to name a missile like this? We may or may not use this. I'll probably change it around, but I don't want to just get something down. And I'll move the names around. But anyone got a good name we can use? It's going to be used on a variation of the Resilience class cruiser. And hopefully it's going to be used against the aliens to our north, specifically. No one's got a good idea? Alright, I'll put an idea in. I'm thinking we could name them after Roman weapons, since we have the Roman theme going on throughout the Confederation. We could also name them after other things. Pelum would work. Pelum, Gladius, Ballista. We can do other stuff like that. I think that's what we'll do. We'll go Mark 1, Pelum, anti-ship missile, and we'll build a Mark 2 depending on how that works out for us. So we'll just create that. So let's add in missile launchers now. So we're gonna need size 4 missile launchers, reduced size 0.3. So we'll do that reduction. Very, very good. We're gonna prototype that, and then we're gonna add in the magazine. So I think 4 salvos is gonna be decent. Now, if we wanted to fully RP this, we would do 2 salvos, because that's how many a Roman Legionnaire would be able to actually fire Pilum wise. They'd be able to fire 2 Pilum. So that would work. How much would we actually need for that though? We would need, let's say we had 40 launchers. Let's say we have 40 launchers. We're going to be needing 40 size 4 missiles, which is going to be 160 space. And then we got to obviously add all the other space in. So we'll need 320. So I think we'll prototype that and see how that gets on. Let's go. And we're going to go over to the cruiser. Go our prototypes. Look at our missile launchers. We're going to do size 4 reduced. No, I don't want to add that in. I want to make a new variation. Copy glass. We're going to remove all the turrets. And we're going to remove the beam fire control, which gives us 5,000 tons to play with. And now we're going to add in our missile launchers accordingly. Okay, that gives us 40 missile launchers. Then we add the magazine in. Which gives us 320. Which gives us 2 salvos specifically. And then we could obviously do 4 salvos or more depending on what we wanted to do. But that actually works pretty well. And just to keep the Roman theme, we'll call this the Gladius class. Or we could do the Legionnaire class. That would actually work. Legionnaire class cruiser, size 4 missiles. That gives us plenty to put in the missile fire control, and then also a few other things. We could probably even go to 50 and then add an extra. We could go to 50 launchers. But that'll be 40 missile salvos. So let's say we had... Okay, so if we had 4 ships, that would do 160 missiles in over the course of 4 salvos. That'd be pretty good. And if we can get speed up, that'll also do pretty well. That has a capability to do 400 damage if they all hit and they don't get intercepted, since they do 4 damage. The missiles do 4 damage every single hit, every time they impact. So that would be 400 damage. Specifically. So that actually does kind of work, honestly. We have actually a lot more tonnage than I expected to actually work with this. So I think we can actually definitely get this done. So we're gonna go for missile fire control. Missile fire control, and we're going to go for maximum range. What's the range? About 150 million kilometers. So we're going to do for 10,000 ton vessels, and we're going to increase the sensor probably to 2. Yeah, that works for us. And we're going to prototype that directly. And then we've got the magazine, we've got the missiles, we've got... Yeah, okay, I think that's pretty much everything we're going to need for that. We can also add some Gorse if we wanted to, if we got spare space, but I think we might just increase the missile capability and also magazine size accordingly of the Legionnaire class. So let me grab missile launcher, not missile launcher. Let me grab missile fire control. Prototype. And there we go. And that gives us missiles, and we can add in adding even more missiles here. That'll be 50 missiles, so 50 size 4, so 200, 200, so we're gonna need 200. Yeah, that actually does kind of work for us. So what I'm gonna do is grab magazine. We're going to go for size 40. Well, not size 40, but we're going to need to do 2 salvos. We're going to need 400. But to be able to do 4 salvos, we're going to need to do that. So we need a size 40, which is 2,000 tons. So if I will look, can we actually fit that on the ship? We have 1,000 tons to play with, and then the current magazine is how much? 500 tons. So we can play with about 1,500 tons. So we can do a size 30 instead. Okay, that'll be good enough. We'll do size 30. Change that around. Add that specifically to the design. We'll take the magazine off. Put the new magazine on. I really love the prototype feature that they added with C#, or Steve added with C#. It's actually fantastic. I'm going to add that. And then I'm going to reduce fuel. I don't really want to reduce fuel, if I'm honest. We'll change some of the launches out, I guess. Yeah. We'll do 45 launches. And then we'll just increase some. We'll just increase fuel. Actually, engineering spaces. I want to be uniformity on fuel. We'll do tiny, fighter. Well, that's it. Get rid of that, and then add in the fuel. Ooh, fuel storage. Boom, boom. Oh, why is that being? That's being very annoying. We'll do a tiny then. That should work. Why is it always going over? No, there must be a fraction somewhere. There is a fraction really annoying me right now. We'll do a tiny, and then we'll just increase fuel. There we go. 1,500 tons, and it comes in at a cost very similar to the Resilience, which means we should be able to build them out of the same shipyard. With crews very similar. Overall cost and size is also very similar as well. So that does work for us. And then we can add in the ordnance accordingly for when we want to add the ordnance in. But overall, I'm pretty happy with that. We have the Legionnaire and also the Resilience. Well, I need to make a vessel to add the jump drive in, but I think we're pretty good for these ships so far. So those will make an appearance in the next episode of New Horizons. So you guys get to kind of see them now. I kind of see me design them, and then yeah, next episode we'll have them in. Where we'll try and get a few of those built. And those should hopefully lend some good capability against our enemies. Okay, so anyone got any questions or anything you guys want me to check or do or anything like that? Feel free to let me know. I'm just gonna be looking through some things and also writing up some stuff and checking it through everything and making sure it's all correct. Nivak. So we did recently give out medals to everyone, which was quite nice actually. We need to get some music on. I'm forgetting the music. Okay. Yeah, we did give out medals. For example, we have this is an exploration ship, but we gave out medals to certain ones here that if I can find. And they were not Navarks, no Triarch. Marcellus, Amanda, Demos. There's a lot of people. Ground Force Destroyed. Yeah, this is the commander of the CSS Antelope. Didn't receive a medal though, unfortunately. For her. Or him, I forget. We also have Hostile Missile Destroyed. This is the commander of the CSS Icarus. Ground Force Dunnage. This is the commander of the CSS Matchless. This is the commander of the CSS Tyrion, CSS Libby. CSS Tipperary was awarded a medal for distinction in surviving combat after taking multiple hits. So good job to the Triarch Pauline Freeler. Tyrion looking good as well. Yeah, I think that's overall looking good. Now, one thing I am confused at the moment is with the aliens. So we have allowed trade access and we have diplomacy rating 500 pretty much at this point. Yeah, they aren't really wanting to trade with us. And I have to think it's something to do maybe a bug with diplomacy rating or with overall diplomacy situation, because I haven't done much diplomacy. But I'm pretty sure at this point they should be allowing trade access for us. And diplomacy's always kind of been this weird thing with C#, like overall, that just sometimes breaks. I mean, in VB6 it just didn't exist, so I mean, well, it kind of existed. It was just a bit. It was a bit of a pain, unfortunately. So yeah. Lalonid, diplomacy rating. They do have a lot of vessels, I will say that. I mean, we've observed certain signatures. We've observed quite a lot of signatures overall. Military, not military. Observe speed, thermal sense signature, 5,600 meters a second. I think they're on ion tech. I'm not too sure though. Engine type, unknown engine type. Military, thermal signature. Thermal signature also detected. Just kind of looking. We've also got intelligence points on here, but it doesn't really give us much intelligence. I think it's because we weren't there long enough overall. One sec, I need to put get some more repeatable music on. There we go. Some StarCraft 2 music on, because I do enjoy my StarCraft 2. Okay. So research those prototypes, and those will get done for us. Access sensors also looking good. Engines. Research. We do need to get some other station keeping on, because there's a bunch of ships that are just kind of sitting around and not really doing anything. So let's get. Okay, let's get this moved. Where the hell? This, you need to be moved. You need to go all around Alpha Centauri. Refuel, please. We also have other tankers that we need to move as well. Where's the other tankers? Tankers, perform industrial command. Can't really see where the tankers are. Is it in here? Nope. We also want to get these guys training again as quickly as we can because we did have some issues with actual ability, like they're taking their time to fire. Tankers. Am I blind? There we go. They're under here. Okay. You are stationed 11 kilometers from Virtue. Just move to that location. You are located here. Go refuel. You're located here. How is the situation in terms of mining? That's not good. We need neutronium, carbamide, tritanium, boronide is looking good. Corundium is massive increases over. We're getting massive increase of corundium. Gallicite and uranium is taking a massive hit overall. And I think that's due to the fact that we're not being able to move a ton of it from there and also from here. We need to get more stuff moved directly over there. So I'll need to organize my freighter groups a little bit better overall. So let's go over to the freighter groups. I believe there's a few. No, these were troop transports. Okay, this is the freighter I was talking about. Okay, I'm gonna attach you, and I'm gonna move you directly up to here, and I'm going to. You are not doing anything, so you are going to be moved directly into there. We're going to rename you to Mineral Transportation Fleet. There we go. And I'm going to have you essentially go over to, what was the planet called again? I forget. Diligence. Yes, Diligence. One of our colonies. You're going to go over directly to Diligence. You're going to load all minerals. You're going to go back to Alpha Centauri, and then you're going to unload all minerals accordingly. And then you're going to refuel, and you're going to cycle those orders over and over and over again until you have basically done nothing. So that will get those guys working. Do we have any other idle? We have these two idle over here. These two tugs that I need to move back. Okay. Where the hell are they? Tug command. Orbiting 400 kilometers from New Jupiter. Go refuel. You are just sitting there, and you are just sitting there as well. Go refuel, please. Now we'll get that. So I'm just gonna get them all moved. There we go. There we go. Everyone's completed their orders. Very, very nice. So this is the situation on New Solaris. It's not looking too good for overall usage. We're projecting usages of uranium of 2.7k, and we have a stockpile currently of 7.3, which is not very good. And considering the fact that we're not even building up as many ships as we could be building at the moment, it's not looking great. Not at all. I'm gonna get another one of these built for the future because we're gonna need more of them and to get all this stuff moved. I'm also thinking, guys, as well. I mean, you guys are basically the Senate in this situation. What do you think about further exploration? Because really, oh god, no. I moved Alpha Centauri by mistake. I'm sure they won't mind that on the maps. But we continuing further exploration of here by maybe we build up a new fleet of survey vessels, and we begin expanding as much more over to here, because we've kind of just stayed in this corner of space for now, and we've kind of been moving over to here and trying to take over this corner of overall space and just territory, which has kind of been working for us, but we do have to contend with the aliens here, and then we also did eliminate, or we're gonna exterminate after we eliminate that fleet, the aliens in Struve 2398. But these aliens are going to put up a much bigger fight because they're not going to be the just some robots orbiting a world, and so the decision is: do we just expand outwards, or do we expand inwards and basically resort to conflict, most likely with our currently allies? That is the question. I'm thinking we expand inwards because, from what I've detected, there's some very nice worlds over here, and there's also some other very nice stuff over here. And I also want to kind of exterminate some aliens, because that's, you know, I mean, you got to exterminate the aliens. Now, the thing we do have to consider tactically, if we attack them, okay, let's say we move the fleet and we attacked Tau Ceti and then we attacked Exibodus. Alpha Centauri is directly in that line of fire. We do have capability to defend ourselves with STOs. We have STO batteries placed on Essence, Apollo, Diana, and on New Solaris accordingly. They are not exactly the most advanced. They're not the most advanced surface to orbit weapons you could have. But if stuff gets in range, they do have 55 units per, and they will obliterate most small ships quite quickly, especially if the enemy attempts to doesn't see them, because that's the thing about subsorbent weapons, you can't see them until they fire. So that's definitely something we can do. But yeah, so I'm wondering what you guys think specifically about this. Of do we just risk it now and try and do stuff over here, or do we continue our expansion over here directly? We could also expand over here and try and survey this area. The problem is, as we move out logistically, it becomes an even bigger nightmare to actually move people, and it's why we've kind of slowed down after we colonized YZ Seti. Not only that, but there aren't actually a lot of good colonization targets out, over here. If we look at habitable worlds, there's a habitable world here, there's habitable world here, habitable world here. If we look at habitable worlds, include like where is it? Medium colony world, medium cost. There's some of those. Some comets. Where's the highlight contact? No, I want to look at low cost worlds. So if we look at low cost, we've got some low cost over here, but like some of these are just going to be comets and some other stuff. And then we also have a lot of it. There's 6 in Tau Ceti. There's 2 over here. HU Libre, 61 Cygni. Got all this stuff. It's pretty nice. I mean, if we look in, let's go to Tau Ceti, okay? This is Tau Ceti. We still have our stealth boys, by the way, still staying here. We haven't detected any movement. We have this planet. We have this planet. I think we don't have any other planets, but there is definitely colonization that we can be done here. There's a lot of nitrogen actually on that world. There's 22 billion possible population with quite a lot of minerals. So really, it's just going to be about expanding to where we want to be expanding to at the end of the day. I don't think we'll be looking for another war for another 5 to 6 years. In that time, I want to be building up I want to basically quadruple the size of our fleet. So currently our fleet situation stands at where is it? Naval Command, First Federation Defense Fleet. Currently our fleet situation is we have a total of 12 vessels, so I want to quadruple that into about 48 ships, about 10 cruisers, and then 25 total destroyer class vessels. And then we can also diversify other kinds of vessels accordingly. We also need to get these guys sorted out. Where the hell are they? Oh, they're on Struve 2298. Oh yeah, I know why. Because they were bombing the enemy. I have forgotten about that. Colony ships. Because if you guys didn't know, I mean, hopefully you watched the most recent video. We kind of lost a lot of people over here, which wasn't very good for us, like at all. Also, we need to move that guy back because we actually need a tanker. Hold. Hold. Also, you only have 10% of your fuel? Are you kidding me? No. Oh, you're not the one. I was almost scared for a second. We almost had like no fuel on that tanker. Okay, you. TK. No. I need the third. Where's the third one? Yeah, you got plenty of fuel left. We'll just keep you there. That'll work out for us. Okay. System information. There is also this dormant construct here, by the way, guys, and we've got the spooky Aether Rift that we've got to worry about. This bad boy, and if anyone knows what this is, they know what's gonna be happening. The problem is sending a colony all the way out here after we booted these aliens off and completely wiped them out is going to be kind of difficult. And also, do we really want to put a colony out here? We want a colony out here for the dormant construct, but there's also this situation going on. So it might be worth, like, sending some forces to, have a look. We'll send some archaeological, geological forces, and some lucky souls who will get to colonize the new world here and totally not be experimenting on the dormant construct and trying not to die to all the invaders that are probably going to murder everyone. They'll die for the Confederation, okay? There's nothing to worry about, guys. I'm sure you wouldn't mind yourselves if your family was sent to a backwater world in the middle of nowhere with basic supplies while a massive aether rift tearing through space just exists and has the possibility to spew out demons and other things that could, do harm, things like that. Okay. Everything's orbiting, everything's doing well. Cool. Yeah, we don't really use our industry for much, by the way, either. I'm not really sure what we can use our industry for right now. I mean, we could probably construct some more components. If we want to be building up our fleet accordingly, I'll probably order component construction. But we actually have pretty significant industrial might. So what I'll do actually is I'm going to order... Oh yeah, you know what we can do? We can start refitting all of our current vessels. Yeah, it's a Monday. It's just a regular Monday, guys. Sending some free souls to go live on a world where nothing bad will happen for the good of the Confederation. Don't worry about it, guys. It's fine. There's nothing to be afraid of. Only your lives at risk. Nothing important. 0.2%. We need to refit our current vessels because we got deliverance and all this stuff, but we need to do a refit. Because we also have better engine technology, and so I'm going to want to incorporating that accordingly. So 0.6, okay, that's good. So we're going to create that, and I'm also going to prototype it so we can check. Samo, wouldn't you want to live in the glorious Confederation where you'll be sent to live on a backwards world with basically no food or supplies that used to be inhabited by death robots that's now probably going to be invaded by extra-dimensional beings? I'm sure you would love that very much. Okay. So let us change the Vanguard. We're gonna copy this. We're gonna give it the Mark II designation, and then we are going to strip off the engines, and we're gonna refit the engines accordingly. We can actually rename this. I like the Enterprise kind of name scheme, so we'll do like the Vanguard B kind of thing. I think that works. Engine size. Let's go for engine size. 400 AP. Prototype. And I want my internal fusion drive, please. We'll do 2 of those, and that will increase speed to 8,000 kilometers per second. Very, very nice. So that is a 1600 meters per second increase over previous. We'll copy this class. We'll rename it to the Valiant B. And we're going to strip off the engines, and then we're going to add in the new engines accordingly. There we go. And we'll do the same for this. There we go. Very nice. Take off the engines. Boom. And put the new ones on. There we go. So now that works pretty well. 8,000 kilometers a second, which will be a significant increase for our capabilities. We're going from 6,000. What was it? 6,200? 6,400 kilometers a second to 8,000 kilometers. Now I probably would want a little bit more, but I'm okay with that. Engine boost wise, we probably also want a little bit more, I'll be honest, but it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's completely fine. So, yeah, I think we pretty much refit all these. We'll have to research prototype for all of them, so that's gonna be a pain in the ass, but we'll just add that to the queue. There we go. Cool. Anyway, welcome to the stream. If you guys are watching, and you are here, feel free to ask questions either about New Horizons or about Aurora. While we kind of go through here, we're kind of just doing some behind the scenes stuff, just kind of fixing some mistakes or designing some vessels and stuff for the next episode, stuff like that. If you, all that kind of stuff. So. Let me look at sync. There we go, that works. Cool. Also, I've been thinking of doing some other games as well. I'm just talking now. I think I'm doing some other games. I'm really into Kerbal Space Program and Realism Overhaul and stuff like that, and also StarCraft, if you guys have heard of those games. So I might just be doing those on stream just to chill, if you guys are interested in watching me do them. I'm not sure how KSP will run, but we can do that if you guys are interested. I'll change that and we can do some of that. Or we can just do some more Aurora. Okay. Fighter group. What are you like? What are these guys actually doing? That's okay. This one is just not doing anything, so we're gonna move that straight into the mineral transportation group. For God's sake. Mineral transportation group. Join the mineral transportation fleet. Join fleet. This fighter group not doing anything. What's this one doing? You're moving mines. You are not doing anything either. Okay, you can also join the mineral transportation fleet. Go over there. Yeah, that works. Okay. That station's doing good. We've got terraformers here. New Caprica, Defiance. Did we actually set up our fuel run again? I forget. When did our fuel? Who is actually moving the fuel? That's my question. I swear we had fuel moving back and forth between one of the commands. Or did we not? Are we just full? Are these guys full? No, you're not full. So there is fuel being moved directly from the Defiance fuel harvesters to specifically other stuff. Okay. I wonder where that is though. Like, I swear though, did I cancel the order or something? I might have cancelled the order. That might not have been a good idea, honestly. Yeah, I think I cancelled the order. That's usually me. So what we're gonna do now, guys, is I'm gonna switch over to another game. Because... Ooh, hold on. Got a comment. But I'm gonna switch over to KSP probably while we wait, and also just answer stuff. I tried to pre-build 100 ghost turrets and some engines, speed up fleets, Aurora 1.0, but only engines got used. Made sure to build right into shape. Is this a random bug? You pre-built 100 ghost turrets and some engines to speed up fleet. That's interesting actually. Are you sure the engines are exactly the same? Or not the engines, the ghost turrets. Are you sure the ghost turrets are exactly the same? Because as long as you check for components to be used in the ship and you have that stockpile on the planet, then it should work. If it doesn't, then there's like something wrong. So let me know if that like what you've exactly done, because I suggest you check that again, because there may be something up. But it's probably possible it could be a random bug that will be fixed in 1.12. I'm not too sure myself, but yeah. %, you just check. Okay. And are you sure they're not using them? Have you checked the stockpile? Everything's good? Because that is really weird. I haven't experienced them not using the components before. Are you sure they're not? Okay. So we're gonna be going over to KSP. If you guys don't know what this is, this is just basically how I relax, quote unquote. But it's realism overall, realistic progression 1. So if you're interested in space and current modern space technology, this basically is IRL, uses like IRL space mechanics, fuels, engines, all of that stuff from history that go directly into the game. So it's really, really cool. And you can have a career, and there's a great scene for it. So I'm just going to be chilling, launching some rockets, and you know, answering some questions and stuff like that for the next hour or so until I end the stream. But yeah, if you've checked the Gorse and it's not working correctly, I would, yeah, that's probably just a random bug. This is my guess. I did start a few ships before all turrets were done, so maybe that. Yeah, it's possible. See if you can start some more ships now and see how that will affect that. Like, it will let you use it, or if it doesn't use it. Just test. Also, are you using modded version or not modded version? That's also something they need to know, because you can't submit a bug report if you're using modded. Non-modded. Okay. Well, see if what I said makes it work, and see if it works. If not, then we can just consider that a bug, and you can report that on the forums accordingly. Because I haven't really heard of that personally myself before. So let me know. I've also got to change the game we're doing currently on the YouTube thing, just so it's, you know, it's all good. 1 second. There we go. Save. Good. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're gonna kind of just be, as I said, going through some rockets, doing some sandbox stuff, simming out some things, and just kind of answering questions. If you guys don't know what this is, again, this is KSP Readless Mobile that I'm gonna be doing stuff with. It'll be loading in just a bit. Just gotta wait for it to load. Takes quite a while due to it being modded and using Unix. Well, to be honest, or Unity, my bad, Unity. compared to Aurora, it runs 15 times million better than Aurora, but you know, it's whatever. And we're really into the game. Hopefully the stream does away with it, because this game tends to perform pretty in terms of performance. Hey. Do we have it? Do we have it, game? I think we have it. It's having a bit of a seizure, but I think we got it. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna load into the save there. So here's the cool thing about this game. So it's basically real solar system. So we have Earth, Mercury, Jupiter, Europa, Titan, Saturn, Pluto, all of that stuff, which is really, really awesome. Okay, and we are in. Now, I was doing something a little bit before, but I'll handle that after. So let's go into our VAB. Hopefully you guys can see everything. There's a little bit of a delay, I think. Also, there's a little bit of a bug in terms of the lighting stuff. But, there we go. Okay. Game, you're working? Cool. So, let's have a look at currently what we're trying to launch, which is... Ah, there we go. That makes a lot more sense, my dude. That makes a lot more sense. But, so this is the current thing that I'm working on. This is the R7, if you guys know what this is, the thing that launched Sputnik. But this is the specific one which will be used to launch Luna 1. Not this, but it will be used to launch Luna 1 specifically to the moon. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to do a quick sim. I need to make sure my staging is correct before we go into that simulation. Staging, make sure that works. Let's do that. Let's grab the engine, move that around, move that, and there we go. We'll save. We'll go into the simulation. But yeah, that happens a lot somewhere. Like, you can get ghost. You forget things like that. Like, I've done it many a time myself. 1 second, guys. Okay, so if you guys have never watched a launch in RO before and you are from Aurora, get ready for quite the launch tonight. So we're gonna have PVG activate. We're gonna activate. Ooh, that's loud. That's loud. I may have just blown some people's ears off. Let me just. Oh no 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 no. Oh no. Oh. Okay. The rocket's not. It's having some issues. I apologize about the ears. Okay. Yeah. This is what happens. This is what happens when you launch rockets. Yeah, rockets are not they're not very how would you say quiet things. So let's try that again. Very loud. I'm gonna try and turn that down again because Jesus, that's loud. Let's turn that. There we go, much better. And then we'll get better as we go up. So this is just the simulation that we're doing. R7. This is launching into 28 degrees latitude, or in inclination. I'm just going to kind of wait for it to ascend. It's going to take about 100 seconds before the RD-107s on the boosters end. Decent ascent though. I've been having some issues with getting the Korolev cross light, which is the when the boosters separate, but like overall this is pretty much what I've been able to get to. We've got the lunar upper stage, as we can see. So it's still quite loud. I'm gonna need to change this down, I think. I'm gonna go all the way down. I don't know why it bugs out like that. But there we go. Okay. So far, pretty good. Simulation. About 70 seconds off actually separating from primary boosters. Going through max Q right now, which means maximum aerodynamic pressure, which is building on the vehicle. Luckily, this doesn't happen. The IRL Luna. I'm just going to turn the stream stuff down. I'm going to turn the music off, just to make it a little bit more palatable to you guys. So the IRL Luna 1 actually blew up, I believe, from Pogo, basically oscillation as it ascended. And there was quite a lot of arguments over stuff like that, specifically, between Korolev, who was the chief designer, or basically the guy in charge of the Russian space program at the time, and actually delivering stuff. He designed, you know, the famous R7 rocket, all the engines behind it, and then obviously the Korolev Cross, which is named after Sergei Korolev, or Korolev, and then Glushko, who was kind of competing with him accordingly to try and get more UDMH options and other kind of stuff in there. And so the actual Luna 1 exploded mid-flight due to Pogo, which also, funnily enough, affected specifically the Saturn V multiple times, the oscillations from Pogo. So we're at 10 seconds off the Korolev cross and the boosted separation. Hopefully this will be clean. I'm not too sure about it though. There we go. Okay, nice. Okay, good cross. Nice cross. Okay. So boosters have separated, very clean from the vessel. And we are continuing our ascent. We're continuing to ascend. We're about 180 seconds on burning the core, which is an RD-108 on the R7. And we're quite high up now, about 68 kilometers, as we can see. And we're continuing to rise. So yeah, they have quite a few arguments over it. Now, obviously, we had Luna 1 was a failure, and Luna 2 was a success, being the first object slash probe to impact the lunar surface, and so that's what we're going to be trying to recreate in a non-sim for my game, and that's what I've been trying to do. So we're continuing our burn. We're about 140 seconds away from it. We're going to do a little bit of warp speed to just get through this burn. Burn. Now we're now actually in space. We're above the Kármán line, as we can see. You can see the ground below, the cloud layers, as well as the atmosphere, the sun just above us. And everything's looking pretty good. I am going to actually separate our fairings. There we go. Fairings have been separated from the craft. Our kind of dummy payload there looking pretty decent. And we're continuing to propel up and up and up and up. This is a pretty high launch. We're launching into low Earth orbit. We are launching into a 400 by 450. Usually you launch into about 100 by 150, or you launch into a 200 by 250 launch. We've got plenty of margin because we're not going to go to the moon today. That's just the simulation, so we've got a lot of margin on the RD-105 on the upper stage, as you can see here. And you'll notice the sounds are going to get much quiet as we get up and up. And really, there should be no sound at all now that we are in space. But it's a game, so you're going to hear some sound. Okay, we're 5 seconds off MECO, or main engine cutoff. And the cutoff begins, and we're separating from the craft, or from the core stage. RCS firing, as we can see here, and the upper stage is now separated from the core, and we'll gently start moving away. RCS looking good. We're going to reset guidance. We're actually going to fire again. Oh, well, that's a mistake. Yeah, that's a mistake. But that's a pretty good launch overall for the R7. No real issues. So I'm just gonna. I'm not sure why it's doing this, but it started the upstage because I think I reset guidance by a little too much. But there we go. That was a nice launch of the R7 in the simulation, and it's what we're gonna hopefully be doing a little bit later with some stuff. I already kind of simmed it out beforehand, but yeah. It's actually the first time I've built an R7 in KSP, like properly. And I quite enjoy building these rockets, and they've been quite good. Okay, so there's the R7, looking very magnificent. There's also we got a lot of stuff in here that I've been doing. We got like LB Max, LB High, R7 Vanguard. I've been doing some stuff with Vanguard, which is quite cool. We can kind of if we go out here, we can kind of have a look at specifically the Vanguard rocket or Vanguard satellites I've launched with Vanguard. Luckily, a lot more successful than actual Vanguard, which, if you don't know about Vanguard, it's the Flopnik, essentially. It didn't go very well for. It didn't go very well at all for the United States, who were trying to get the first satellite in orbit with Vanguard. But yeah, it didn't very well. It blew up on the pad on the first launch, and then they also had many more failures after that, and it was eventually cancelled in 1959 in favour of heavier launch vehicles and also stuff like the Juno 2 and the Juno 1 and stuff like that. So yeah, we kind of got this boy over here. Now I remember because I didn't save correctly. So I reverted back. I was actually in the process of doing an impact attempt with the Luna 1, which I launched, but I was like, I'm probably not going to be able to get it because of how they did it. If you don't know, the Luna 1 spacecraft actually did direct ascent. So what that means is basically it launched up and then it fired straight to the moon from a suborbital trajectory, essentially. Right, so I'm going to have to load the last quick save because I quick saved before I left the game. So we're going to try and do that right now and hopefully get a trajectory straight to the moon. So yeah, so now at this point, okay. No. Kill rotation, please. There we go. Okay, cool. So we have this trajectory, but the problem is that trajectory is going to take 5 days, and I only have power for about 6 of those days. So that's kind of an issue. We need to kind of bring it in somehow, or just can we like shave off a few days from it? No, you really can't. I think we're just gonna have to take that. I don't really think we can otherwise, because we can't get into an orbit and then try and do it. So we're just gonna be kind of launching directly into the moon. Can we do that? Can we try and get a lunar impact to that? No, not really. Okay. What's that? That will reach 7 days. Okay, no. 6 days? Not really ideal, is it? Not really ideal at all. That'll go in 7 days. Impacting. Let's just try and like get. Can we get like a? No, we can't really, can we? No, not at all. Not at all. Let's just try that. It's going to be 6 days, so we're probably not actually going to be able to complete the contract, but we are going to try it anyhow. And we're going to get ready. I'm going to move the... There we go. Okay, ignition. We've waited a little bit too long, in my opinion, but here we go. So this is going to take quite a bit of time. It's going to take about 6 minutes to burn. You got a significant amount of delta V on this thing. I kind of built in some RCS as well here. Just gonna put it under. Okay, let's speed this up. So 4 times speed, still gonna take about a minute to be able to get through this burn. So we're trying to burn straight to the moon, as we can see here. From a suborbital trajectory. And so what we'll do is probably be able to get some deep space science, but we're going to have some issues otherwise with anything else. I don't think we're going to be hitting the moon today. And if we are on trajectory to hit the moon, I do not think we're going to... I do not think we're going to be able to... actually have enough electricity there to get the full contract, because the contract calls for impact with electric charge, and we don't have electric charge, so we're probably not going to be able to make it. Okay, we've got a minute 30 seconds left in the burn. Either way, we're going to be able to actually go into high Earth space and be able to get some signs from that. Okay. Getting very close here. Let's just turn warp off to make sure that we don't have any issues. Ooh. It overshot. It overshot it. We overshot. This is the problem of launching from suborbital trajectories. Okay. Well, we overshot, but and I'm not sure we can really do much here. Like overall, we don't really have any RCS, and we can't really fire anything else. So we're just gonna decouple this, and then decouple. Boom. And we're gonna go to the moon. We're gonna be going to the moon. We have how many days of time? We actually have 22 days worth of inclination. We're not going to be actually hitting the moon, unfortunately, though. So we're gonna have to wait for Luna 2 to be able to do that. But we are going to be going into deep space. We can see Earth in the background here. Look at that. Very nice. Firing a ball at the moon. Which is basically what Luna 1 was. It was just a ball with some antennas. It was essentially just Sputnik 2. There we go. We can see the moon there. Or not the moon, the Earth. So the first attempt for humanity to get near to the moon. It was more successful than to be honest than what was achieved by originally Luna 1. And we are actually going to be able to collect some science here from high Earth orbit, which is very, very nice. And so yeah, we're going to be missing the moon quite significantly here. I believe we'll be able to see the moon actually if we look. Where the hell is it? There's the Earth. The moon, I think, should be, if we're looking this way, should be directly over here somewhere. I think it's going to be like over here. I can't really see, but yep. There goes our first attempt at actually launching a probe over to the moon. Unfortunately, it was unsuccessful. But considering it's Luna 1, I didn't expect it to do very well either. Considering Luna 1 exploded. So we actually did pretty well for ourselves considering. Okay. So we did actually get some more science. And we're going to do some entry, descent, and landing. Let's get that in. Which will be needed for some things. We'll add in some more R&D really. Boom, boom, boom. Add in R&D. And we've got Luna 2, which will be on the way soon as well, which will give us another attempt at actually getting an impact. We're going to have to launch quite a few satellites to get this impact in. 1958 we're going to be waiting towards. Now, this is historical progression. If I wanted to, I could have landed on the moon with humans and but in this year. But I'm not doing that for this career, honestly. We had a retirement of a person. And we're going to launch Luna 2 now. Yeah. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna launch another R7 with the lunar variant, and we're gonna launch that directly at the moon once again. Now, what I think I'm gonna do in this difference, I'm gonna change out and try and launch slightly differently. I think, because otherwise, like, it's gonna be an issue. Okay. Here we go. Okay, R7. Let's launch at the moon again. Wait until plane in target. Okay, I'm just going to disengage autopilot really quick just to sort our staging out, because staging is kind of all over the place right now. We need to add in the decouplers, grab the this engine, add this in, and then move that. Okay. We're going to abort launching into the plane, and we're going to actually wait 10 hours because I want to launch directly into it, so I want to wait for the moon to actually move. That's going to take some time. So we're just going to wait on the launch pad for quite a bit. I'm just going to abort this. We're just going to wait. Why did something happen? Okay, move. Come on, moon. I need you to move. Okay. So we launch there, that'll launch there. Launch into plane, we'll do that. Okay. We're not on the right side at all. We're not on the right side. Disengage. Launch into plane. No, don't launch into plane. This is the problem with Director Set. It's an absolute nightmare to actually get working. Okay. Okay, I'm confident about this now. This one looks good. This one looks good. It's gonna be a night launch. Night launch of Luna 2. Okay. Go for main ignition on engines. We've got time to 10 seconds till launch. Fire. Fire. Let's go. Okay, everything looking good. We're beginning to pitch. Yeah. Okay. Everything looking good. We're going to be about 80 seconds until Korolev cross and separation. Engines are looking nominal. I think we'll be launching into the dawn. Let me check. We'll be launching that way, so yeah, we'll be launching directly into it. Going through max Q. 65 seconds. We're going to speed this up a little bit. Okay, we just had a engine cut off of the RD-107. That's actually really bad. And I could actually stop this mission. So just like real life, engines will cut off. So we just lost one of the engines. And cut off. Okay. Continue ascent. Okay. Everything is looking decent. We might be quite under what we actually need to make orbit though, and also get to you know, the moon. Because we've only got 333 meters per second of delta V for orbit and the moon, which is not enough. Okay, separation of fairing. We're continuing the burn. I think I might have gimped the entire mission losing that RD-107 mid-flight. Okay. Cut off and separation. Okay. Okay. Hold. Hold. And let's have a look at this. Okay. We want to do a by Hoffman to the moon. That would have actually worked amazing, and it's not going to work because that is not going to work, is it? No, it's not. Yeah, we're not going to be able to hit the moon. We don't have enough delta V. That's really unfortunate, actually. So that was literally just because the engine failed on the RD-107, and that means we don't have enough delta V now. So we need like 5,000 meters per second of delta V. Actually, we do. We have enough delta V. We do. Okay, how long will that take? 2-day impact? What altitude is that at, though? I don't want to actually just descend into the goddamn I want to just die. I just don't want to die with the what I have now. Okay. Wait. Okay, that'll actually work. How long will that take? 55 days and I'll get an impact. Yeah, no, thank you. Okay, let's just try that. No, it's too temperamental. We're gonna have to shift the. Have to shift this. Doesn't get me an impact yet. Okay, what was that? What was that? Oh, okay. There's some potential there. There's some potential. Okay. Okay. Now the question is, will that actually work? I don't like how low it is because I don't want to just descend into the actual atmosphere. Also, I don't like why it's saying node in that time. I get this encounter. And I'm not going to get it, it looks like. I'm not going to get this encounter. How long will that be though? That's the question. If I can launch into that. 82 days. Yeah. Sure. Why don't I launch into that? I'm gonna get so much science on that. Nope. Okay, that altitude will work. I'll have to skim off the atmosphere almost. Like it's not gonna be pretty. Like this is like so cursed. Like actually just cursed. Ooh. Okay. That'll get an impact in 30 days. Okay, no. No, I don't want that. Let's do 21 days. Nope. Okay, remove that. We'll just do an intercept. Now, the question is that's in the Earth, and I don't want to be in the Earth. So move that back, please, because I am not launching into that. Yeah, don't want to move that back, do you? Okay, move. Oh, I've got no connection. Okay, that's a bit of an issue. No. Okay. Okay, do that now, and then launch. Do one of those. Do one of those, and we'll get there in 29 days. Nice. I think that's our only shot. Whatever the hell that. Okay. 27 days. Oh my god. The Soviets are actually magicians. I'm thinking. I'm thinking the Soviets are actually magicians. That is our only shot, so I'm just gonna take it. We're probably not gonna hit the moon again with this, but I don't really mind. I don't know why it's saying 52 minutes. I think it is actually just hating me right now. Okay. Adjust. Okay, adjust. Well, at least we'll get a flyby of the moon if this works, so I'll say that's something. It's not going to be a very close flyby, which is kind of what we need if we want to complete the contract. Oh, well, what the hell? We might as well just do this, hope for it. Okay, launch, go. This is not gonna work. Okay, yeah, no, yeah, that's not gonna work. We're gonna burn into the atmosphere now. That's what's gonna happen. Because we didn't reach orbital velocity, and because that one R7, that one RD-107 is actually gonna kill us. Yeah, that didn't go great, did it, guys? That didn't go great. Okay, guess we'll just have to build another one, and hope it works. Honestly, I might just put a general or SRM at the end. I mean, it's gonna be ahistorical, but I might just do that. It's fine, guys. The missions only cost a few tens of millions, you know. I'm sure everything will be fine. Okay. Well, ugh. Let's aim for like end of the year hitting the moon. Let's aim for that. So just like the Russians, all of our rockets are beginning to fail because why not? We're not. No, we're getting failed. We're losing lunar missions like it's nothing. So what I'll do is we'll order a few more of these, Luna 2, Luna 3, and we'll just keep going until we get it. Luna 4. Do for Luna 4. Okay. Just ordered 2 more missions. Hopefully, Luna 3 decides it wants to be a success and not be an explosion. Because that will probably happen. Okay. 130-day build time. This is what I get for not speedrunning like I normally do. We also got the EDL contract, which is very nice. We'll do some EDL stuff because that's much simpler later on. But we kind of need to hit the moon like as quickly as we can. Okay, roll out. Let's go. Okay. Launch. Okay, Luna 3. Make up for Luna 2's poor mistake. I think we actually would have been able to do it as well, which is a really annoying part if the R7 if the one of the Arduino 7s didn't cut out like 20 seconds before separation. I think we would have actually been able to do it. Which is unfortunate. Okay. Here we go. Okay. We need to make sure we're actually in the line of the moon. So we're going to launch into the plane of the moon. And we're going to do this. Use auto warp, please. Need to change this. Do that. Why does it bug out like this all the time? Oh, I think it's because we're auto warping. No, I don't want to launch into that. I want to launch into something else. So what we'll do is we'll wait until. I mean, that works actually. If we can launch into that plane, I think we just need to not. No, I want to wait on this one until on the other side of the planet. Okay. Let's try, boys and girls. Let us try and launch this into the moon. So, separation looking good. We'll move that over there. We'll move that over there. And then we'll move that over there. Okay, good. Okay. Everything's looking nominal. Prepare for launch. And the night launch. Okay, Luna 3 away, boys. Luna 3 is away. Wow, just don't cut out on me at our D107s. Okay. 30 seconds until separation. Continuing the launch. Okay, 854. Okay, prepare for separation. Okay, nice cross. And we're continuing our ascent. No engines out so far, so this is already better than Luna 2. I'll be burning for about 2 more minutes with the RD-108. Okay. About to burn off. Okay, good. Now, I need to jettison these fairings because they're not needed. There we go. There we go. Disengage autopilot. And let us try and hit Lemon. Lemon. Okay. 30 seconds, I'll hit the moon. 30 seconds. Okay. It's actually good though. It's good. Good. I'd want like 3 minutes, please. And then we'll do that. No, okay, we'll do. We'll go slower if you want me to go slower, Mr. Moon. Ooh, okay. Okay, 3-day encounter. 3 minute 20. Let's do this, boys. Do this, okay? Okay. We think this is gonna be it, guys. We're actually gonna be able to hit the moon. Come on. Oh my god, are you actually kidding me? Are you at? Oh my. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay, well. There goes Luna 3. Let's try Luna 4. That would have actually worked as well. If that engine went off and we burned, that would have actually hit the moon. But no. The RD-105 had to fail on that mission. I'm starting to think that we may not hit the moon at this rate. I'm starting. We have about as many failures as IRL, so at least this is realistic. I'll say that. Okay, Luna 4. Let's hope you're better. Okay. You got one last launch. Well, first launch in 1959. If we get it this time, at least it'll be historically accurate for when we actually hit the moon IRL. So that's something that will be good. Yes, this is KSP, or Realism Overhaul. Just doing some chilled stuff and losing 3 launches in a row, or 4... yeah, 3 launches in a row trying to hit the moon because engine failures, direct ascent planning issues, and various other issues that have been occurring. So, yeah, everything's just... I'm just having a great time. Just a great time. Okay. That staging. Move. That staging's fine. We'll do that, and we'll do that. Okay. Let's just do the same thing again, and just not have the RD-105 fail. Okay. We're just going to have the exact same thing, but the RD-105 is just not going to fail, and it's just going to be great, and I'm going to have no issues, and everything will just work, and there won't ever be a problem. There won't ever be a problem. It does pain me sometimes. No, I don't want to launch then. I want to launch next. Okay, launch next. I think we're gonna have to wait until it's over here again, until we can launch, which is gonna be a pain. Which is gonna mean we're gonna have to wait. So let's go. Come on. Let's just do that, do that, do that. We're gonna have to wait multiple hours for the moon to move. Moving the moon, moving the moon. Come on, hit the moon, hit the moon. Okay, okay. That gives us plenty of lead time. I think we can go a little bit farther now. We'll do a little bit more. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. Okay. Launch the target plane. This is the moon's a little close. I'm not gonna lie. The moon is a little close. Let's abort that launch. And just wait a little bit. If we launch here, then I'll put the apparatus like here, and I'll launch directly then. Which wouldn't be bad. Let's do another. I'm just waiting at this point to try and get the correct trajectory in. This is such an inefficient use of time, and I know, and I've speedrun many a time, but like, I just want to get this right once. Okay. Okay, so that'll put the apparatus like here. That means we'll launch directly over there. Okay. I'm doing it. Okay, we're launching, boys. We're launching. We'll go. Activate primary engine. Oh, can't activate primary engine, but we're gonna be going. We're gonna be going. Luna 4, attempting to lift off to the moon for the attempt to impact the moon in 1959. Activate primary engines. Prepare guidance. Ignition. Go on. There we go. And lift off. Ascent going well. In before an RD-107 fails, in which case I will cry. Okay. We're ascending, ascending, ascending. We've lost thrust on one of the engines. Oh no, performance is down on one of the engines. I can't tell. Well, something's definitely wrong with one of the engines. Test flight, tell me. Loss of thrust. Okay, loss of thrust. Well, keep burning that then. I think we just have to jettison it. I don't think it's going to be worth. Separate. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. Well, that was already a bit of an issue. Let's just hope this goes okay. We just need to launch up high enough, and then we can compensate otherwise. Why can't I just have engines that don't fail? That's the real question. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's gone. We're now at 500 kilometer altitude for some reason. Okay. Okay, intercept the moon. No, let's not do that. Thank you very much. Let's do it like there, please. Okay, let's just raise apparatus, please. Raise apparatus at next. No, I don't want to raise Perry. I want to raise it. I'll raise Perry axis at apparatus. Okay. Now, let's increase. No, oh my god, are you kidding me? No, I did not tell you. Why is autopilot on? I'm reverting that because that is not even that PVG just screwed me. I am not dealing with that one. Like that I'll accept an engine failure, but if it's just gonna start the engine on its own without me looking, I'm not gonna have fun with that. Okay. Okay, let's try this all over again, guys. Don't worry, I'll get it eventually. You can laugh at the fact that this is supposed to work, but it's not. Move that. Do that. Launch into plane. No, I don't want to launch into that plane though. We'll wait. Wait. Okay, and then we'll launch into plane. I guess we'll have to wait until it's over here, and then we can do a launch directly into the plane of the moon from that location. Okay, we'll do that then. No, I don't want you to time warp anymore, please. Okay. Okay. Everything's looking good. Launch into plane of the moon. Come on. I believe in Russian engineering, okay? I believe that Russian engineering will get me to the moon with after 4 launches. I believe it will. You'd think after we fired this rocket multiple times, you wouldn't have just in-flight failures constantly, especially with the Russian engines. But apparently not. Okay. Here we go. We're launching once again. And fire. Lift off. Luna 4 on the way to the moon. At least hopefully on the way to the moon. We got a currently 100% failure rate of reaching the moon. So that, yeah. Okay, 30 seconds till Korolev cross. We're going. Preparing for Korolev. There we go. Continue our ascent. So far, so good. Everything's burned exactly how it was supposed to. RD-108 still burning. Fairing separation. Okay. And we're about to have main engine cut off. Okay. And cut off. Okay. Now, PVG, go away. I don't want you anymore. Go away. I disengaged you. You are not useful to me. Okay. So, Apoapsis is over here. Prepare to launch into the plane of the moon. Into the plane of the moon, everybody. Prepare to launch. Where's Apoapsis? Where's Periapsis? Where's Periapsis? Okay. Then, do that. No, retrograde. Burn retrograde. Okay. Reach the moon in 3 days. Okay, do that. Okay. Question is, how good is that actual focus though. Okay, let's do this. I believe. Okay, execute next order. Turn RCS on. Now, all you gotta do, RD-105, is ignite and send us straight to the moon, baby. Straight to the moon. And I'll be a happy boy. I'll be a very happy boy. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. And please fire. Please fire. Oh, okay. Okay. It's firing. It's firing. We've got the RD-105 actually firing. Now let's just make sure it doesn't overshoot or undershoot, and we should be able to hit the moon. Yeah, use wide view. I'm sure I can use wide view in this game. It'll work just fine, right, guys? Where's the wide view? I can't find the wide view. Okay. Continuing our burn. Okay. We're now actually in orbit. We need to accelerate 2,700 meters per second faster now. Okay, 2,400 meters per second. 2,200. We've got a minute 50 left on our burn. If this engine fails, by the way, we've got to wait another 130 days until we can get another attempt. Not really. Steve does stuff when he wants to do stuff, so it's really like over to him. But my guess is going to be probably by the end of the year. Though it could definitely go into 2021 if Steve is busy enough with doing other stuff or not feeling Aurora. Also, you gotta check the weather of the Isle of Man. That'll tell you a lot. Okay, 400 meters per second to go. Come on, just don't overshoot. Just do not overshoot, and I will love you. I will love you forever. Okay, just don't. Okay. Okay. We got it. Baby, we got it. We got it. We got an impact with the moon. Okay. Okay. We got an impact with the moon. Now, I'm gonna decouple this. Okay. The ball is on the way to the moon. We are on the way to the moon. How much time do we have? Let me have a look. Luna 4. We have 22 days. We have 22 days. We're gonna hit the moon, guys. We're gonna hit the moon. We are on a direct trajectory to the moon. We actually made this work after 4 launches. After 4 launches, we have made the ball hit the moon. Here we go. Wait, we're gonna hit the moon. Wait, what? No. Tell me. Oh yeah, we have signal. Is the ground tracking station not? Okay, there we go. I'm gonna have a seizure, I swear. If I've screwed up the signal, like strength, I'm gonna have a seizure, I swear to God. Shouldn't be though. I boosted the power enough for this. Okay. We're going, boys. We're warping to the moon. We are warping to the moon. Okay. We're going to get an encounter with the moon here. Very nice. This should be a mission success. And we've entered the moon's sphere of influence. Where is my beautiful moon? There's my beautiful moon. Okay, and now we're getting moon data back. Yes, the smaller ball meets the bigger ball in an impact towards the moon. We got about 13 hours of electrical charge, which should give us plenty of time to hit the moon. At least I hope. I think we'll be fine though. We're getting mass spectrometry data and all that kind of data. We're going to be able to hopefully hit the moon here. So, here we go. The moon is in sight, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice. There we are. And there's Earth, as we can see in the distance, that we've travelled from after 4 bloody attempts. Here we go. So this is recreating Luna 1, or not Luna 1, Luna 2. Took us to Luna 4 to be able to actually make this work, so we're actually doing worse than the Soviets were in terms of actual launches, but in terms of time, we're doing a little bit better than the Soviets. Okay, here we go. We've lost our connection, unfortunately, to Earth, and so we are going to be descending and then impacting straight into the moon. We got our lunar flyby done, and we're going to be getting our lunar impact done very, very soon. Here we go, boys. Enjoy the show. We're coming in. We're going to impact in a crater, it looks like. And boom. Impact. Yes. Good job, Soviet engineering. It only took you 4 tries to hit the moon. Only 4 tries, guys. But we hit the moon. Boom. Isn't it great? We hit the moon after so much tribulation and trial. When did what time did Luna 1 actually? 1 second, I need to look this up. Luna 2 launch date. 1959 September. So we're ahead by about 7 months now at this point. Which is not a lot, but you know, it's pretty good. Increased science. And that gives us an absolute crazy amount of money. And we're gonna grab 2 more. So we'll have another lunar mission. We'll also be able to grab orbital speed and stuff. I'm going to upgrade my science as well. I'm going to grab some more VAB points. Let's grab 20 more, and then I'm going to put 5 in that, and I'm going to grab that. The thing is, because I'm playing historical progression, I'm using R7s. They're actually really costly, and so I need to get my launch cadence up quite significantly. Reach orbital speed, that will work. Yeah. So let's launch another R7. We actually do have our science points as well now. And let's grab 1959 orbital rocketry. Let's grab basic avionics. Early flight control would definitely be a really nice one. We also probably want, we want hypersonic flight. Let's grab hypersonic flight. We're gonna need that for the X-15. Because the X-15 is very cool. Yeah. Okay. We're going to go back into the VAB, and we're going to launch another lunar rocket into low Earth orbit again, or get one built on the assembly line, and then we're going to look at next things to build, which will be EDL, or entry, descent, and landing tests. Which we'll see if we actually do need this. I don't think we will. EDL does give us. Do we get the heat shields yet? I forget. Do we get heat shields? Yes, we do. So we can actually do it. So we're gonna have Luna 5. Let's go Luna 5. We'll purchase you, and then we're going to do this one. We don't really need the extra RD105 for what we're going to be doing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab this off. And we're going to put on... Oh, I need to actually switch that around. What did I not answer? What's the question? Okay. We are going to then design basically a little pod, which will be for EDL, or entry, descent, landing capabilities, and we are going to basically just create very, very small pod. We're going to use the new procedural heat shields, which are very, very nice. I do like my procedural heat shields. And we're just going to increase the total. We're going to do 1 meter size. We only need to basically go into a suborbital trajectory, right, and then just come back. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I answered it. I said we really do not. My best guess is end of the year. It really depends on Steve and what he's doing. Also the weather on the Isle of Man, lol. But like overall, that's really what matters. No one knows until Steve drops it, unfortunately. Okay. We're also going to put a biocapsule. We're going to put an advanced biocapsule on top. And then we're going to do some structural. How heavy is this? 200 kilograms. That's fine. We're going to do... Yeah, man. I wish I could tell you, man. Like, I wish I knew, because, like, that's going to affect the content I make. Like, I will be making a lot of content on Aurora, like... on Aurora when 1.12, so you know, it really does. It's important for me to also know. What am I doing? I don't think this is very good looking. We'll do a shroud for this actually. Let me think. We'll do an interstage adapter. And we'll put it on there. And we'll basically just do one of those. Move the color. Yeah. The science fix? What science fix? What's the science issue? I haven't heard of that one. Okay, we'll put it in there. And then we're going to put a nose cone on top. We'll put some RCS on it. I'll put small RCS. Structural. But what's the science thing? I haven't heard about that. The auto applicator. Oh yeah, that's what you want. Yeah. Oh, where are you from, my dude? Over here it's 10 PM, so I don't know where you're from, but it's pretty late over here. So unless you woke up at 10 PM, I'm not too sure. But yeah, auto science application is gonna be really cool. Really cool. We're gonna need to add in the RCS here. But obviously, if I add an RCS like that, that's going to kind of be an issue. Canada. Ah, okay. You work nights. I see. Well, it's cool to see from Canada. I know I've got a lot of NA people. I'm very obviously British, but I know that a lot of NA people actually do watch my videos, even Australian people, interestingly enough, which is really cool. Diameter. What's the interstate? Where's the interstage on this? Ah, okay. Awesome. That sounds awesome, dude. Can I send the teeth? You wouldn't want to see my teeth, dude. They're too bad for you to see. Let's change diameter. Okay. Cool. I like this, like a little pod. Making a little pod. We need some avionics. We got the avionics in the core though. How much power will that give us? That'll give us 2 days of charge, which is plenty. We need a science core really. We don't really need. We could use some actual avionics though. To be fair, could use some actual avionics. You are British, yes, I am. I am a British person. Very much so. Very much so. Very much so. Very much so. 400 kilograms. And I need to put in. I guess we'll just do the ejection, and then we'll. I need to add in the RCS somewhere here. I guess I can make this a tank actually. Where's the string of tanks? But yeah, I'm a very northern British person. Top. That works. And then we're going to put some RCS in. I'm going to put in a few quads, I think. But the problem is, then we kind of have issues, don't we? I could put in some attitude jets at the top, and that would then allow me to fire it directly downwards to deorbit, which would work actually. So we do. But to actually move it, we're going to have to use RCS quads, I'm pretty sure. So what I'll do is we'll just have it detach. It'll jettison this during descent. But I do kind of want to keep it more protected overall. I do want to keep it protected. Well, I think we just have to increase the heat shield. What we'll do is we'll enlarge in the heat shield. Okay. And then we'll enlarge in this, and we'll enlarge in the base. No, we'll keep it back. Like, we'll keep it back like that. And I'm gonna add in the quads. Okay. And that will actually keep it safe. Okay. Cool. That's 381 kilograms. We need to add in the fuel. So let's go for L2, high pressure, or non-high pressure with HDP. Add the HDP in. HDP in. HDP in. This is 660 kilograms. Okay. No can do. No can do. We'll do 400 kilograms. Okay. 400 kilograms, because the payload capacity of the R7 without the lunar upper stage is going to be only 500 kilograms to low Earth orbit. So that's all that we'll be able to unfortunately do. But that should be exactly what we need for our needs. That'll give us a day of power. Bombs, an experiment is going to take that much. So that'll give us all the stuff we need. We're going to put that in a cone. There we go. Like that. And we're going to launch it. We're going to call this Bio Experiment with the R7 rocket. Make sure we tool it all. And we're going to purchase that directly. There we go. Welcome, if you've just joined the stream. We're playing a little bit of KSP, just chilling, answering some questions, chatting a little bit. I think after this next launch, I'm probably going to end the stream. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. We'll be here a little bit longer though, until I can get this next mission off the ground. I'm going to accept the EDL contract, which just requires that we reach a certain amount of speed and then fall straight back down. But I want to also go into orbit and then come back. And let's grab Luna 5. Okay. Now, let's hope Luna 5 can continue on the success of Luna 4 and not have massive amounts of problems. Improve flight and data. Let's get some decent music on while we wait. I think. Let me think. Some nice ambience in the background while we wait. Okay. And Luna 5 is on the pad. Set target. And we're going to launch into the moon. No, that is not good enough. We're going to need to do it on the other side of the planet. Okay, launch into plane, please. Autopilot. Oh, I've got to wait then. Direct ascent into the moon. Isn't it fun? Okay, launch into the plane, please. We'll actually move the thing around. Launch into plane. Let's go. Come on. I need Luna 5 up and coming. Let's go. Gonna be a day launch, which will be nice for you guys. Move this back. Grab this engine. Grab that. That, switch out that, or switch out that, and then add in the fairing separation. We're going to be launching from here, so that'll put our purposes over there, and that should launch us directly into the moon, hopefully. Here we go. And ignition. Ignition, and liftoff of Luna 5 on the mission to the moon. Everything looking good. So far, RD-107's performing as expected, so is the RD-108. And we're preparing to separate. 20 seconds until cutoff of RD-107's. Okay, here we go. and cut off. And we're just continuing on our RD-108 right now. 180 seconds until we can cut it off. And fairing separation. Okay, and we're going to cut off the main engine. Separation. And disengage automated guidance. Prepare for direct ascent to the moon. Hey, how you doing, man? We're just launching some probes over to the moon real quick. Launching some probes. Change periapsis, please. Hope you're having a great time though. You've captured us at pretty much the end of the stream, but we're just going to be quickly launching a probe. That'll be there in 7 days. Very nice. Very good. Make sure it is a decent one. Let's try and I want to try and make that a little bit cleaner. Okay, cool. I have played both, and I enjoy both. I'm not sure how people would like to watch them. I mean, I'm playing this mainly because it's just for streaming. It's just enjoyable. But I do enjoy both of them. I really like EU4. I do not own CK3, but I've played a lot of CK2. So okay. We're going to be beginning our translunar injection now from the RD-109 or 105, I mean. Here we go. Ignition. Very, very nice. And we're going to be beginning our burn straight through. Very clean. We've got about 5 minutes burn to do. Yeah, I love CK2. I love EU4. I really like Victoria too. I've been meaning to get CK3, but I haven't had the time or money to spend doing stuff with it while I'm doing other stuff. Thanks, man. I'm sure it would be. But then I'm basically just copying Mr. Roll 1D2. But I mean, yeah, I'd definitely be interested in doing some if people will uplet. As long as viewers show interest in new kinds of content, I'm totally up for trying it out at any point. Okay, and now in orbit, we're continuing our burn here. We're burning across Africa. We can see Africa just below us. Sun over there. Hopefully we're going to get a nice clean impact into the moon for the second lunar impact and second flyby of the moon. A 1,000 meters per second left. We've got 50 seconds left on our burn. And 500 meters per second, 400, okay, slow it down. Let's hit this moon, boys. Ooh, that must be pretty intense, my dude. Pretty intense indeed. Okay, good. We got a lunar impact. Okay. Okay, good. Lunar impact. Ah, man. I'm glad I can do that for you. I mean, what were you debating? Must be pretty intense to be 6 hours. I hope it was better than some debates. I'm not gonna name which. Okay, impacts incoming into the moon. We've sent our little meatball off to the moon. And we're gonna go. Ah, isn't seriously though? Like, give it up for the realism, so like real solar system devs. Look how beautiful this is. Like, I think it's just absolutely magnificent. Just look at that. It's just the Earth is just beautiful. Just a beautiful place. I wish one day to be able to I hold offensive sides of debate people. But I hope one day to be able to get to space myself to see this, because this is just, it is just stunning. Just look at that. The entire Earth in view. Well, one side of the Earth. Europe, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, all that. Yeah, it was a tragedy, wasn't it? Even as a British person, I can see that. But let's focus on something nicer, like the beautiful blue marble that is Earth, as our little ball of probe heads over to the moon to collect some important scientific data in 1959. Ooh, interesting. I like that topic. That's a good topic. Not too political, but it's interesting. And we're gonna get the full moon in, or not the full moon, the full Earth in view here. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that, boys and girls. Isn't that just beautiful? Just beautiful. And this is Kerbal Space Program, by the way. This is all in Kerbal Space Program with mods. Okay, let's get to the moon. We've had enough marbling at the beauty that is Earth. Let's get straight over to the moon. And we've got about a day until we impact. Yeah, man. It's closer than you think. It's closer than you think. So, Luna 5 is on the way to the moon, as we can see. And we just came from Earth, and we are on the way to the moon. Honestly, we are like a little moon ourselves, little orb. But this is kind of how lunar impact missions were. They're very small little probes, basically based off Sputnik. We're kind of basically replicating what they did in 1959, and we are in 1959 in game. Okay, I'm going. Ranger, I respect you, I respect your view, but like, let's not get into a debate in chat, okay? Like, this is the one thing I try to stay away from in on my channel, just because, you know, people come to my channel to watch videos and look at Aurora and have RP and you know, get immersed in something, not to talk about compulsory voting. Okay. We're gonna actually impact on the dark side of the moon, unfortunately. I'll have to turn ambient lighting up a little bit. No, ambient lighting. There we go. There is no debate, Ranger. There's no debate. No one's debate. Oh, okay. Just crashed. Okay. Well, we crashed. There we go. Okay, Ranger, you need to calm it down, dude. Like, legit. Be mature. You're in my channel. Respect what I put forward in my rules, and I respect your right as a viewer for your own opinions, but just don't try and step over that line. Okay? Just trying to have a chill time. Okay, so that's the second lunar impact, thankfully. And yeah, beautiful, beautiful impact, and also mission for Lunar 5. We'll have Lunar 6 and Lunar 7 and Lunar 8 and then Lunar 9 and then more coming from there. And we're back. We're also gonna accept. Well, we can't really do a lunar line. Sometimes, well, I've got to force because I didn't do it on the thing. I've got to force the flyby and impact because it bugs out at high warp speeds. But there you go. We'll accept. Good luck, man. I wish you luck. I'm gonna be ending the stream here, so you're not missing much. I hope you have a great time. I hope everyone has had a great time, has enjoyed watching, and just chilling and doing some stuff. I'll be streaming more in the future, either KSP or doing some aurora stuff. But yeah, hope you guys have a great time. I'll see you guys next time, and